What's going on, everyone? Sports speculator here, rocking the Nats gear again. Cause I don't know, for some strange reason, we just keep winning. I can't explain it. I'm enjoying it, to say the very least. We play again tonight, potentially go up 3-0, however you see it. Um, and Strasburg is pitching tonight, so I mean, man, in all the places where you kind of want to be, this is it. So I'm excited and nervous at the same time, but we're just going to have to see. Um, Tied up in the other series, the other CS, Yankees lost to the Astros last night in extra innings. Now, honestly, if you're a Yankees fan, number one, you have an embarrassment of riches. Okay, so stop winning. Number two, I'd be feeling pretty good about myself. You know, you split on the road against the best team in baseball, going back home 2 games. You got to feel pretty good about that, honestly. Um, and yeah, I mean, you lose in extra innings on a walk-off home run. Okay, you know what I mean? Shake that off and get back to business if you're the Yankees. So, very good series. I'm hoping that the Cardinals don't even it up, but I think they might. I mean, both of these championship series, I think, are going to go long. Honestly, there's the four really, well, three really great teams, and then you have the Nats, who are just kind of like the underdog in the whole thing, which is exciting, which is very exciting. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Let's catch us up on some other stuff here. Let's go to MMA first, where Joanna beats Watterson despite a broken foot. I mean, she could have had 2 broken feet, to be honest with you. I mean, it wasn't even close. She dominated, completely dominated her. Bloodied up her face. I mean, it just wasn't even close. So Boogie Woman is back. I feel very good for her. Let's see. The other one was Crone Gracie losing to Cub Swanson, and that was a really good fight. Well, easy on the sauce, Ariel. Just comes in blaring through my speakers as I look at the old other monitor there. Ba, 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 ba. What am I looking for? The UFC results. Let's see. Joanna Cub. Oh man, the Nico Price. Here we go. How could I forget? Honestly, man, the up kick from the ground knocking out James Vick. And on my Twitter, James Vick gets a lot of heat, a lot of hatred. So there was the memes are incredible. Um, Ridiculous knockout by my Mr. Price there. Amanda Ribas beat Mackenzie Dern. Matt Frivola beat Luis Pena. In what were good, entertaining fights. The crowd was so behind Frivola. I don't know if he necessarily won that fight, but hometown discount. I don't know. You know. Um, but overall, I mean, the card was good. The Frivola fight was good. Rebus Dern was entertaining. Nico Price, heck of a knockout. Cub Swanson Cron Gracie was a slugfest. Very good fight, and then absolute domination by Joanna. So going into the card itself, I didn't have any like super high hopes about it, and it was very entertaining. So I liked it. I liked it a lot. What else do we have next coming up for UFC? We got Fight Night Reyes Weidman. Ariel Helwani again, just destroying my eardrums. Um, Dominic Reyes, Chris Weidman. It'll be. Is this Weidman's first fight at light heavyweight coming up? Fighting Reyes. That's gonna be an interesting fight. Yair Rodriguez, Jeremy Stevens. I love Jeremy Stevens. Uh, Greg Hardy, Ben Sosoli. Uh, Say what you want about Greg Hardy. He's 5-1, and if he keeps winning, they're gonna have to throw a name at him. You know what I mean? I mean, what? He wins 2 more fights. I mean, you put him against Tai Tuivasa, maybe. You put him against. Let's see. Let's see. Actually, let's go to UFC heavyweights. Is he ranked? Let's see. Why is Vitor Belfort come up in Google. Like, stop. There was a day, but not that day is not today. Pound for pound, flyweight, bantamweight, middleweight, heavy. Here we go. Okay, so top 15: Tybura, Pavlovich, Green, Olenek, Sakai, Harris, German Hohorov, Ivanov, Alistair Overeem, number 7 still. Jeez. Volkov, Derek Lewis, JDS, Curtis Blades, Ngannou, Daniel Cormier, and Stipe. So, um, I mean, yeah, I would like to see Tai Tuivasa against Greg Hardy if Greg Hardy wins a couple more. Why not? You know what I mean? Ty's going to have to start climbing back in there. That would be the biggest contender for him. We'll just kind of see what happens. If he keeps winning, he's going to have to fight somebody kind of that caliber. So, who knows? Going back to the card, though, Joe Lazon, Jonathan Pierce, Macy Barber, Gillian Robertson, Darren Wynn, Darren Stewart. So, I don't know. I know the top three cards. I'm hoping for Weidman, Stevens, Sosoli, because I don't want Greg Hardy to win, um, although he might win. And then everything else on the card should be pretty entertaining, I think. So looking forward to that. Really, I'm kind of like jumping ahead, looking forward to the November 2nd card, Masvidal Diaz. We're going to talk about that at length some other time. So let's see what Bellator's up to, because Bellator's got some cool stuff too. Frank Mir versus Big Country Nelson on the 25th, so we're a couple 11 days out. Roy McDonald, Douglas Lima 2. That is a fantastic fight. You know what I mean? Phenomenal fight. When is that? That's on the 26th. Bellator is kind of cool. They always hit you with that two piece, those back to back days. Mir Nelson, McDonald Lima 2. That's going to be a good weekend. Really, it really makes me kind of miss the zone. But I need to get it back, honestly, with all the big boxing and some good Bellator events coming up. I'm excited. So that'll be cool. That's in 11 days though. So sports world, that's forever. Let's look at some of the kick around the NFL and see what's been going on here. Tonight's game, Lions and Packers. I mean, Lions are kind of surprising to 1-1. Packers are 4-1. I expect the Packers to take it in Lambeau, but who knows? The season's kind of been crazy. Um, Patriots win. That's obvious. Panthers keep rolling, 4-2 over the Bucks. Seahawks hang on against the Browns, and what I thought wasn't going to be that close of a game. Kind of kudos to the Browns for making it a 4 point game, but they ended up losing it at home. So they're down to 2-4. Fortunately, though, the AFC is not that good, so playoff hopes are still very much alive. Texans Chiefs, probably the best game of the day. Texans take it in Arrowhead, which unfortunate for me, but what a game. I think Texans Chiefs is going to be kind of the premier AFC matchup over the next decade. So just another chapter in this novel that's being written. Redskins don't give Dolphins a win. How could you, Washington? You don't want to win. Miami doesn't want to win. No one wants to win. Surprise upset of the week, probably Vikings over Eagles. And I know they're both. I think they're both 3-2 coming into the matchup. But I mean, you just look at it, and at least for me, I have no faith in the Vikings at all. So to beat the Eagles by 18, it's impressive. It's very impressive. And with the spoiler alert, but with the Cowboys losing, the Eagles kind of had that rocky start. You know, beating the Packers might have kind of like really saved it, but that's what I thought initially. But now I'm like, I mean, the Cowboys lose a couple more of those games, like that division is wide open, wide open. The Giants go on a little bit of a run. The Giants could take it, honestly. Like, no one is separating themselves. Saints are though in their division as they beat the Jags 5-1 for New Orleans. I mean, they're just gonna run through this Teddy B thing just like it was nothing. They're just gonna keep winning and winning and winning until Drew Brees comes back, I guess. So fantastic for them. Ravens or the Bengals. The Bengals might be the worst. It's between the Bengals and the Dolphins, honestly, for the worst team in the NFL, and they play each other Week 16. So I hope both teams are winless. If they're both 0 and 14, I guess. Yeah, if they're both 0 and 14 when they face each other, that would be phenomenal. I would then watch that game and be highly excited about who's going to win that game. 49ers over the Rams. I mean, are we? What's happening to the Rams' run game? What's going on here? I mean, they're 3-3, so it's not terrible, but it's more looking like wild card. You know, the Seahawks. What are the Seahawks 4-2 now? Yeah, the Seahawks are 5-1. I mean, Seahawks are 5-1. Friggin' 49ers are 5-0. I mean, watch out for the Cardinals. They're 2-3. They're coming after you, LA. Figure it out. Figure it out quick because man, that division is brutal. Brutal. Just top heavy, and then the Cardinals. I feel like I mean they beat the Falcons at 1-5, but still, you know what I mean. A win is a win. The Cardinals over the Falcons. What a most disappointing team. It's got to go Falcons so far. I mean, so disappointing. Chargers are 2-4. That's also very disappointing, losing to the Steelers. Um, Cowboys had a disappointing loss, but they're 3-3. Broncos and Titans, and just the who cares of all who cares games. I mean, Tannehill got into the game. They benched Mariota for Tannehill. If your team's got two perennial backup quarterbacks, like I know Mariota's been a starter for a while, but no, that ain't it. They got to draft another quarterback this year. Um, and then the buys, the Bills, Bears, Colts, and the Raiders. So, what was I saying? Oh, Falcons, the most disappointing team in the league by far. I don't even really think it's close because of the Broncos. You know, we knew they were going to be pretty bad, and the Joe Flacco thing just kind of seemed like a band aid. The Steelers, you just look at their record, maybe, but I mean, they're so. I mean, no Big Ben, no Mason Rudolph, right? And they lost all their like big time weapons. No AB, no Le'Veon Bell. I mean, it was going to be a tough stretch even with Big Ben, and without their first two, options at quarterback. I mean, I said it on Twitter. It's a good time for the Steelers to be bad. They can just like collect all these losses, get a good young quarterback that maybe sits for like a year or two. I mean, and then build up your weapons again. So I think this is ideal for the Steelers bounce back in like 2 years. So that's what I would be doing. That's what I would be actually be hoping for if I'm a Steelers fan. You kind of have the built-in excuse to be bad with the kind of retooling, the inevitable retooling that you're going to have to do anyway. It's perfect timing, I feel like. So that's that. What else do we have coming up? MLS playoffs is this weekend, so we'll get to that in another video. Um, what else is going on? I mean, we got postseason baseball. You know what I mean? We got season in football. Look, college football. College football, I'm going to do my own kind of video on it. It's such a monster. You got to talk about South Carolina. So I'm going to do that in the next video. I'm going to put a pin in that, put a little pause there. But stay with me, hit like and subscribe if you just happened upon this channel, and I'll see you next time.